everyone's Kesman Class YouTube channel. I honestly thought this is the last review that I was going to do, but I said, what a fucking win last night. That was a fucking good game to watch Collingwood play. We had our chances to win that for sure. We deserved to win that. I think the right ones says the Cruz throw. It looked like a handball when he slowed it down, because there was a bit of a probably fist to that. But the umpire had his back turned. And yeah, well, West Coast got away with a few things as well during the game. So they were lucky on that hindsight. I will go through the players that played, and I will go through on what I think of the team's win. Did I think they were going to lose? No. Watching True Footy's live stream for nearly the whole 6 hours. I was watching on my phone, and I went on the live stream, and then I was playing in Raid 2K20 to handle, or to I was supposed to release some of the how nervous I was before the game. It does definitely kick in, but I even made the comment, I think at 3/4 time or half time, I still think that we could win. And I honestly believe that. I really do. I will let rip on to the Western Australia government and how we got labelled. I think it's by Adam Simpson. Fuck this, that we got called a dirty club, which I will unleash on that. Unleash, I should say. But that is the best finals win, and that is a lot better than the 2018 grand final. I honestly thought from the bottom of my heart that was like the 2018 grand final, the McGovern mark. It was like that all over again, but the Taylor Adams-Muller, the Jordan De Goey goal, the Mason Cox 3 goals in the first quarter, could have had 4 if we looked up. I honestly thought that these boys played their role last night. And I will get on to the review, season review of West Coast and the Western Bulldogs after this video. But this game meant so much to me. I almost cried last night. You know, it's one of the best wins, and I think we can beat Geelong. I honestly do. I see us beating Geelong. Their finals record is terrible. It really is. Since 2011, since they won the premiership, Chris got the players in for the now, and they haven't really won a premiership. They've been in final series, but you can have all the finals experience in the world, but until they address the finals record, they're not, you know, it's not going away. It's there for everyone to see. So, you know, Geelong are lucky that they're playing in a qualifying final than an elimination final, because then I will talk more about that. But I honestly think it's the way we played last night. If we played them last week, who knows what would have happened. I'm so happy, excited. I did get a little bit emotional this morning. I'm talking about it. Steve-O, I thought he played really well in his role. He might have missed one. He could have got a goal But you know what? When Tam Adams kicked it into the, yeah, in a pocket area when Martic took the mark, I thought he played well. He stood up when it mattered. But it was a really good win, And I was critical of Steve because we put him in against Highlight in a game when it didn't matter. And you have to start well in these games, and it doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't think that was the worst loss. I did pick Port, but in hindsight, we played our finals the week before that, and it did not matter for us on where we played because we were going to play finals regardless. We would have had to play either at the Gabba or we would have to play at Metricon. Whatever that case was, we we still had to play interstate for a final. And now that we'll be back to Queensland this week, or by this morning I should say, and the way that these boys are playing is that Glencoe fever thing that happened early on. He's starting to show his potential, and look, the media have been critical of him as well. Yeah, as much. I praised his second half. Gave out a 5 or 6 in my review for that reason, but the first half was terrible. But yet, what I'm going to give him in this review is so much riding on this because I think being as a Collingwood supporter for all my life, I've witnessed the grand final. I've watched the 1990 grand final on DVD, and I'll probably go back and watch the game because I've already watched the highlights in the last 2 minutes. And I still think that we did deserve to win. I honestly thought that from the start. But it's just the emotions right now. I'm on the high. To Tommy Oz, thank you very much for going on my broadcast and my live stream. And congratulate me on the win, mate. I really appreciate that, mate. I really do. I just don't know what would happen in that match. It's I will go through the review of the place that did play. I do have it with me. But other than that, I'm so bloody happy right now. So many emotions is going through me right now. I'm even wearing my Collingwood jersey that I wore last night. So I will definitely show that off. I am wearing underneath instead of over the top. But I will say this. If it wasn't for the way that we played, we probably would have lost that. We would have given it maybe a bit of a different review. But to beat the West Coast Eagles in Perth, where we have to quarantine for I know it's normally 2 weeks, but 7 days. And because we'll have to go back to Queensland and play Geelong. So we're going into this game confident because it's a big game for both teams. But it's more of a big game for Geelong. There's a lot to play for. And they're normally, second week, they're normally alright. But I still think that we can get the job done against Geelong. As I said, my earliest hits might still be Richmond and Collingwood. But I did say, if there was 2 teams that can win a premiership outside the top four was West Coast and Collingwood. Now, if we weren't playing each other and West Coast won, I still think that we can win it. I still think there's a slight chance that we can still win it. We got to get past Geelong, of course. It might be the last preview review I'm going to do. But this review is so much emotional and passion that comes in me from watching that game last night. I almost cried. I was saying, oh my God. I was saying, oh, we're going to win. That passion in me. So, I'm going to go through the review of the players. Jordan Rashford played on, I think it was Kennedy. I thought he did okay. But he played his role really well. Obviously, it's going to be... I think he played on Kennedy or Darling. I'm not 100% sure. But if he did play on Darling, 4 goes 4. So I give him a 7. Because he played his role. He took some marks, but what he did was his defensive efforts as well. And that's why I see that in the guy. Came across the Western Bulldogs from 2018 to 2019. And he has kept his role at full back. And I'm glad that we got him. So, I'm going to give that as a big tick. Jack Cripps, I thought he played really well. Did have some moments in the game when he fumbled it, but he does recover. So I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I think that was a really good performance by Christie, and that's the way it was. Niall Magden. I honestly thought he should have got a free kick for a sling tackle, a dangerous tackle. I think it was the first or second tour, wherever that was. Because he was right, that was right near the boundary line. And when you sling someone to the ground, especially when they nearly crash into the fence, there wasn't a lot of protection from the West Coast Eagles player. But I'm going to give him a 7. I thought he played really well. That's what I'm going to call leadership. So, yeah, I'm going to say that as well. Darcy Moore, 8 out of 10. I'm pretty sure he played on Kennedy. Did kick 3 goals. Yeah, 7 out of 10 I'll give Darcy Moore. For me, because he played on Kennedy, 3 goals. Since I gave him a 7, let me know what you guys think on these as well. But I just thought he did his job. It was tough. So I still think that was a sign where Kennedy can stand up and deliver. But he does some nice things and he helps out defensively. So that's why I'm going to give that a really good performance. Now, look, I can be critical of my players, of the boys as well. But in a way, I'm not going to be critical of them today. So that was, very crucial to how we're going to play. Trainer, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. He played his role really well. I thought that was his main job to do that. So I'm going to love doing this. So many things we could have done a lot better in that game. Our second quarter was a bit poor. Tell you what, when West Coast got in front, thinking, oh no, here we go again. But then the way we did bounce, yeah, the way that we fought off so many inside 50s, I thought that was a really good thing that we did. Hopefully we continue that on, and hopefully Crainer does. Brandon Maynard, I thought Maynard did his role really well. I'll give him an 8 out of 10. But Maynard, what are you thinking, mate? I know what you're trying to do, but mate, you could have just got off the line further back and then kicked down the line. So I'm not going to be too hard on you, mate, because you are my favourite. You're one of the guys I really love to watch. You're hard at it. And you said yourself, mate, you know, on the field you're a hard, tough player, you know. You don't mind that bit of beef around the, on the field, and you stand up for your teammates. But off the field, you're such a softie, mate. You got family, you're a lovable guy, I'm pretty sure, with your folks. And that's why I'm gonna give you an 8 out of 10 for that performance. You played your role. You had your head held high, mate. I'm really proud of you. Josh Dacos, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I thought he did his job really well. Just because your disposal efficiency really helps out on what you do at the club. That's what you need to do, and just keep up the good work. Levi, the pick Greenwood. Now, you're a tough one, mate, and I'm going to give you 8.5 out of 10. Now, the reason why I'm giving Levi Greenwood 8.5 out of 10 is he played his role as a tagger, and I could really give him a 9. I thought about whether or not I should give him an 8 or 9 out of 10, but I thought he was really good. Couple things that, moments in that match, but I thought you played your role. So I'm gonna leave you as an 8.5. Actually, no, I'll give you 9 out of 10 for what you did. You played your role. You stopped Tim Kelly. And that's the way I'm gonna give it to you, mate. Congratulations. Well done. Stevenson, mate, I love you, mate. I really do. Great game last night, mate. I'm gonna give you a 9 out of 10. Yeah, you heard, 9 out of 10. That was a really good game. You didn't kick a goal, but I liked your pressure. I liked what you did, mate. You even look back to see where your opponent was. And that was smart. You played on, you got the footy, you got it moving. You almost kicked the goal, mate. Your confidence was up, the tackling, the pressure was good. I like that in that. That's what I want to see more, mate. I bloody love you. So, We can only judge you what you do on the field. But the circumstances that you have delivered, congratulations. Josh Thomas, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I think he played his role really well. He's a half-full flanker. He used to kick goals, but he used to like a comma. And he does put the press and tackles on in our forward line. And he does get the ball. So I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Well done, mate. Great win by the boys. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of at the moment. My check, I think he kicked like 3 goals or something in the game. I'm going to give him an 8. No, actually, I'll give him a 9 because he played his role really well. He even got the ball, but he even pushed down in defence. Let's see what did. I'm going to give both of them a 9. I really loved the way how he played his role and was really good. Certainly, that is a test to what he does. Now, Will Hoskin Elliott, I'm going to give him an 8. I thought he played his role really well. Yeah, he does some nice things. He's not always there to kick goals, so you can dish off or play a tackle or take marks on where we need to. So I'm proud of that. So that's why I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. Oh, and 8 out of 10, sorry, I should say on that, because he did that really well. Jeremy Elliott, I'm going to give him an 8. He played his role. And that's why I'm going to love every moment of this. When I'm doing it, I'm so bloody proud of him right now. You don't know how much he means a lot to me. Other than that, I love you, Jamie. I really do. Now, Jordan DeGoey, God, he was big in games. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. He kicked a great left foot goal. But then to kick that snap from that boundary in the last quarter, oh, what a fucking goal. That was a wonderful goal I've ever seen. Oh, mate, that's the best thing that's ever happened. And now, and I thought he played this one really well as well. And Mason Cox, USA, I was really happy with your performance, mate. 9 out of 10. So, hopefully, well, we play well in finals next week. And we should really, I reckon, play better footy than what we've already have. Alright, so I'm going to go through Tyler Adams. I'm going to give him a 9. Mate, that was a bloody good game that you played last night. Your smother on a West Coast Eagle player. Wow, that was just wow. So, well done, mate. You played a really good game. You're a tough player. That's why I love you. You're really good for that. And yeah, congratulations on the performance. Alrighty, Grundy, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. I thought that was smart by Bucks to give him a bit of a spell because he has worked really hard all year. And I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 because he played his role, but he took some marks down the line as well. That's the reason why. And Pendles, your leadership, mate, you stood up in moments, 8 out of 10. So that's why I'm going to give you that as well. Adam Shaw, an 8 out of 10. A bloody good win. Yeah, you did your job. When you kicked it to McGowan, I thought, oh no, here we go again. But again, you had a shot, nearly went through for a point. But we managed to hang on and win as well. Chris Main, 8 out of 10. Again, did his job. So, gotta love this. Really do. As much as possible. John Noble, I'll give him an 8 out of 10 as well. I guess that's the reason why. We do say things because he's underrated the way he goes about it as well. And the last and final, Darcy Cameron, mate, I'm going to give you an 8 out of 10 because you took some marks and you went in the ruck and you delivered when Bucks pushed that. I did not think Bucks had the balls to do it, but well done. Credit has to go your way as well. Now, there's a couple of things I want to address. Kane, the flog corns. That's right. I respect him as a player, as a commentator, but mate, when you say ridiculous things like, oh, we're just there to make up the numbers, you know, we're not going to win this game, mate. I hope good on the commentary team to really give that back to you. You were bloody wrong. I think it was Adam Simpson that made the comment that we're dirty pies or the Western Australian government. Well, you might have to excuse my language, but fuck you, Western Australian freaks. You know, the way you treated us guys, we did not think one bit about being the hub. We knew we had to go in the hub. We knew what was going to happen. And we performed our role. We're in the semi-final. What are you guys doing here, huh? That's right. You're out of the finals because of us. We beat you by a point. And that feels great to beat you. It really does. And Charlie Cameron, well done, mate, on apologising. You forgot about us. People didn't give us a chance, but I'm glad I picked us. And hopefully next week we'll win. And from the last half, I'm going to give the boys a 9.5 out of 10. Now, I'm giving them 9.5. I'm giving us 9.5 because the way we played. And I will do this. Oops. As usual. Hopefully I don't have to. There, see? This Guernsey represents on how proud I am. Now I'm going to put this top back on, but I just wanted to say a big congratulations to the boys last night. I'm bloody proud of yous. Like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to post notifications and go the pies!